Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Stampy and today I'll be doing a Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician deck profile. Um, I did this myself a couple months ago. It's a pretty good deck, has its combos, and I think it could be on competitions. I've been through that. I win, I lose, like I always say. There are always a good and bad days. So yeah. I'm just gonna take a first time to show you this amazing art of the Dark Magician Girl and the Dragon Knight, and this amazing card sleeve. I found this on Walmart, and I just love this aesthetic. Getting the card sleeve same as the one of the cards, and I even got the deck box, and I love it, all combined. I don't know if it's just me, but I love it. I promise I'll get the mat and I'll show it up to you. I promise I will. Now, no more further ado, let's get to the cards. Now, of course, you have to run 3 Dark Magician Girls and 3 Dark Magician. I got them different arts as well, because Dark Magician is a really principal monster on Yu-Gi-Oh! For the Dark Magician Girl, I only got 2. I promise I'll got a different third one. Now, this art's my favorite one is this one. Yep, he's definitely a gorgeous one. I just love it so much. Now, I also run 2 Paladin Oracle Mana. This card says when your most opponent activates a card or effect that targets one of your spellcasters you control, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. I also run 2 Apprentice of Illusion Magician. This card says you can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 card. If this card is normal or special, you can add 1 Dark Magician Girl from the deck to your hand. I honestly believe this card is amazing. I mean, they should do like a whole deck of her. I mean, I just love her so much. She's so pretty. The art is amazing. So for the Dark Magician Girls monsters, I run 2 Kiwis. She says during either player's turn, you can discard this card. Magician Girl monster you currently control gain 380k and defense for each Magician Girl monster with different names on the field and in the graveyard. She has a pretty good effect. I run 2 Apple Magician Girls. It says once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can special summon 1 level 5 or lower spellcaster monster from your hand. Then you can change the attack to that monster. Of course, you are aiming to special summon the Dark Magician Girl. So I run 3 Berry Magician Girls. She's an amazing card also. It says if this card is normal, you can add 1 Magician Girl monster from your deck to your hand. And it's like randomly whatever Magician Girl you want to add to your hand. Also, she says if this card is normal, you can, once per turn, during either player's turn, when you open activates a card or effect that target this card for an attack, you can change this card by the position. If you do, special summon 1 Magician Girl. So, yeah, amazing, right? I also run 2 Chocolate Magician Girls. This is my favorite one. It says once per turn, you can discard 1 spellcaster monster, draw 1 card. Then once per turn, if this card is targeted for an attack, you can target 1 spellcaster monster in your graveyard, except herself, and special summon it, and then change its attack to it. It's basically almost the same as the other ones, but this one is from the graveyard, and she's beautiful. So I also run 3 Lemon Magician Girl. Says once per turn, you can trigger 1 Magician Girl monster except Lemon and add 1 spellcaster monster from the deck to your hand. Also has the same attack, that if she's targeted for an attack, you can special summon 1 Magician Girl from your hand and then change the attack to it. Now for the Dark Magician, I run 2 Magician of Dark Illusion. It says the cards become Dark Magician while on the field. Then you can use one of these effects. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or a trap effect during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. And the other one is if you activate a spell card or effect while this card face up on your field, Except during the damage step, you can target one dark magician in your graveyard and special summon it. I mean, if it gets any better, I'm gonna scream. It's a really good effect. Then 2 magician robes. It says during your opponent's turn, quick effect. You can discard 1 spell, trap, special summon 1 dark magician from your deck. Then during your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell card or trap card or discard is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. Awesome effect also. And I also run 2 Sonic Pixie. It says if this card is Synchro Summon for a light Synchro monster, you gain 1000 nice points. I only got this monster because of this boss lady, Fortune Lady Everly, and I will explain you later her effects. So yeah, that is for the monsters. This is like a 47 deck. So now let's get to the spells and traps. Now for the spells, I run 2 Dark Burning Abyss. It says if you control Dark Magician Girl, destroy all monster face up your opponent controls. It's like a Dark Hole, but for the Dark Magician Girl, like the one of the Blue Eyes has. I run 2 Illusion Magics. It says triple 1 spellcaster monster up to 2 copies of Dark Magician from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Amazing, right? I run 2 Monster Reborn just in case I will need the spellcasters for a fusion or a synchro, you will see. Now, 2 Secrets of the Dark Magic says fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your deck using monster from your hand or field, include Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. Now that is for these 3 that I got over here. Now these 2 I usually use Dark Eye of Timaeus that I'm gonna show you more in the video, and I most use this card for Quintic Magician. This is a boss monster. Yeah, this card cost me like $12, but it's totally worth it. Now I also run 2 bound ones. This is a squib spell for 100 for each spellcaster monster, and it's like another monster reborn, because if the monster was equipped to this card and it dies, it will just go back to the field again. Now here are the Eye of Timaeus. That is for the fusion summon of these 2 right here. Now for the traps, I run 2 Magician Combination. It says once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, except during damage step, you can tribute 1 Dark Magician or 1 Dark Magician Girl, special summon 1 Dark Magician or 1 Dark Magician Girl from your hand or graveyard with a different name from the tributed monster. Of course, it says if you tribute the Dark Magician Girl, you're gonna special summon the Dark Magician. And if you tribute a Dark Magician, you're gonna special summon the Dark Magician Girl, just in case whatever one you need, you're gonna activate it. So I run 3 Magician Navigation. Says special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, then special summon 1 level 7 or lower Dark spellcaster monster from your deck. If you control the Dark Magician, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up spell your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the next turn. Amazing, I know. Now my favorite card of this deck is the one over here. It says Magician Defense. While you control a spellcaster type monster, any damage you take is halved. So it will take longer for them to kill you if you're not having a good hand, but I doubt it really. Now, the only bad thing is you can only do it once. You cannot have the same amount twice. But still, this amazing card. Now that is for the spells and traps in this deck. Let's get to the extra monster. Now I run 1 Dark Magician Girl Dragon Knight, 1 Dark Magician Dragon Knight, and the Quintic as fusions. Now this one have pretty common effects. Now they're not that overread, but this one 3080k, so this one is better. This one I think it costs like $9. Still pretty good. It Says this card name becomes Dark Magician while on the field or in the graveyard. Your opponent cannot target spell traps you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by opponent card effects. She says, once per turn, quick effect, you can set one card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one face-up card on the field, destroy that target. Pretty good. Now, this one has to be fusion summon using 5 spellcasters. But it's not that difficult because you have a couple ways to bring them back from the graveyard. And you can use the ones in your hand with this card over here. That it says that you can use monsters from your hand and field. So if you have like 3 in your hand, 2 over here, easy. So his effect is all cards your opponent controls. If you're summoning using 5 spellcaster monsters with different names, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. It says if you use 5 spellcasters with different names, then you can destroy all the monsters your opponent controls. Sorry for explaining that twice and reading it wrong. This face-up card on the field cannot be triggered or used as a fusion material. Also, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Love him. So, as for the link summons, I run 1 summon sorceress and Boral Sword. This is actually like in case of an emergency that will open destroy my fusion, so I'm just gonna try another way out. So I use Boral Sword. And Summon Sorceress is also like that. When you link summon her, you can special summon another monster and put it in the field of your opponent. Later you can do it again, but in your field. So just gonna aim to put some weak monster on the opponent field so you can destroy it easily, and then you can attack directly. For me, I think I'll do that. Now I just want Psycho Fortune Lady Every. Now this one is a hassle. Always when I get it out, my friends go crazy. Because she says, this card attack and defense becomes its level by 400. Once per turn, during your standby phase, increase this card level by 1, maximum 12. Then you can banish one face of monster your opponent controls. During your opponent's end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other spellcaster monster from the graveyard, special summon this card. So, she can special summon herself from the graveyard by only banishing one spellcaster monster. Also, she should start with 28 ATK. And I think it's amazing. And after each standby phase, she's gonna keep growing and growing on 80k. So yeah, I love her so much. So this is how I run my spellcaster deck. I don't know how you built it. I especially love mine. It's a pretty good deck. And yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you like it. And share. Until the next time. Bye bye.